attached to them. Um, this is Barbara right here, Neil and Seth. Barbara, of course, is the mother. She is in her young adult stages of life. In my head, I feel like she'd be 30 years old to 33 years old. This is Neil. I feel like in my head, he would be 38 to 40s. And this is Seth, their only son and their only child, as is right now. Um, a little bit about Barbara is she did want more kids, but her dilemma is Neil. Neil is an addict. He is addicted to alcohol and he is addicted to cigarettes. So that kind of turned her off from wanting to have kids with him. He is good with Seth. She will not take that away from him, but he isn't the most suitable partner, I would say. Um, Seth does see his dad smoke and drink a lot, but I feel like he likes to see his dad in a good light, just like all children would. But Barbara does try to protect him from seeing his father like that, you know? She always wants, to, even though Neil has not treated her the best, um, she does want to make sure their child at least thinks their dad is a superhero. So, um, Neil and Barbara's dilemma is they don't really have that much intimacy. They haven't had much intimacy since Seth has been born, which is around the time that Neil became an addict due to the fact his father did die in a car crash. And I feel like that would play a huge part in that, but also having a child, I guess he didn't know how to process his trauma or how to be a dad at the time. He does have a lot of issues with his dad, so I feel like that plays a part in his addiction, and his child's birth plays a part in his addiction. He loves Seth, don't get me wrong, but in his head, he just can't, seem to get out of that mindset that he just doesn't know what he's doing. But as far as Barbara, she's super laid back. She wants to leave Neil, but she has a child with him. She doesn't want to take his father away, and she doesn't want Seth to end up like Neil in a way. But she does want to have more kids. She does have a few battle scars on her from her marriage, which we'll get into that sooner or later. Well, I'll just tell you guys right now. Neil has cheated on Barbara. Um, Now I don't condone it, but he did cheat on her with Barbara. He did cheat on Barbara, and Barbara gave him a second chance because she wants her child to have both of their parents in his life. Um, so Barbara is super forgiving and very laid back. I would say that's a part of maybe she has, daddy issues because her dad was in the military. So for a while, he wasn't even around for her. He wasn't around for most of her milestones until maybe her teenage years. But don't get me wrong, her parents are very close. They're all very close knit, family oriented, and which is one of the biggest reasons she's moved here. She wanted Seth to have that extra support system behind him just in case these two do not work out. Um, and anyways, though, I do want to give you guys a little house tour. They do kind of live in a trailer home looking type of setup. There's her little Fiat. I feel like she would be a Fiat type of mom, honestly. She did buy this with her own money due to the fact that when she did voice that she wanted a car to her husband, he was too busy into his alcoholism to even try to keep a job to get them a car. So she just went ahead and saved up all her teacher salaries and decided to get them a car. And that's what she drives Seth to school every day. So you come in here through their front door. It is a little scruffy. They did just move in, so the walls are a little scruffed up. It does need a little bit of work. Not everything is super organized right now. Um, you still got the moving buddy right here in their holiday decorations. So you go, the doors are a little bit scruffed up too. But you go through this door and you go into Barbara and Neil's room, which Barbara's side of the room looks so much more earthy and lighter than Neil's side of the room. Of course, he has his glasses, his ashtray, and his pack of cigarettes. What can we expect from him? And Barbara did not want him to have a desk in the room, but she compromised, as she always does, and let him move a small little wall desk into their room. Most of the things I like to imagine are from her parents' house, just to the fact they didn't have a lot of money, they just moved here. But Barbara, of course, is going to take her time and make the home unique for her. Um, as far as these paintings, I would like to say these paintings hold a symbolic, meaning to Barbara. Because butterflies hatch and, make anew. And I feel like she's trying to do that with a relationship as trying to make it work for their son. But and right now it's not going so well. You go down this hallway. This is Seth's room. I wanted to make it not too cluttered, but also just, give it that kid vibe. I wanted to make the house super lived in, but I just didn't want to clutter it too much to the point where it just looked like messy. But across from Seth's room is their only bathroom, which I am not a big fan of, but hey, you can't have a lot when your husband chooses not to. What a job due to him prioritizing alcohol over everything else. This is their little walkway. They're still in the process of decorating because most of the stuff that Barbara has put in her home is her parents' old furniture. So, of course, you got an ashtray and a pack of cigarettes again. This is their little cute living room setup. You got Barbara's books. She does like to read on her free time when she is not painting or doing yoga or gardening. So you turn around and you get the kitchen area. I did clutter it a little bit more than it's cluttered right now, but I had to delete some of the clutter and rearrange it because the counters were not functional. Don't mind this little knitting thing right here. I'm gonna put that in Barbara's inventory because she does like to knit. This is their little dining table. I just actually placed this in there. If you go look at the decorating speed build video I put up earlier, um, this table was not here. It was actually a little table with folded chairs, black folding chairs. So it is 7:09 p.m. I do want to have Barbara do a little bit of yoga just to clear her mind and make her a bit more focused because I want this sad buff to go away from Neil. As I said, Neil did cheat on her and she gave him a second chance. And I feel like you can see like the her in her and she's so pretty, she's so adorable. I didn't want to give her lashes or anything like that because when I made her, she was just originally supposed to be uploaded to my gallery and she was. I just didn't think I was gonna make a whole let's play with her. So I didn't give her lashes or anything like that. She was supposed to be a base. No CC, nothing like that. The only CC she had on her was my default skin overlay or override, whatever the hell you want to call it, which is the Agave version 2 by Missouri. So if you do like the way she looks, you can go ahead over there and go get that. But yeah, I'm gonna have her come do some yoga. Then after that, where is okay? He's over here walking Zippy. I'm gonna have him come in here since Barbara is outside doing yoga. I feel like he would come over here and sneak a beer or a drink. Oh, she's busy. So I'm gonna have him over here and get let's get a beer. They only have 6,160 millions, which he is very irresponsible with his spending, which I'm pretty sure I told you guys that in the introduction. His aspiration is a villainous Valentine, so he's not very loyal to Barbara, obviously. Oh my gosh, I gotta turn those off. It's gonna be the death of me. Oh my god, look at Barbara. She's so cute. And then Seth is in here just doing experiments, so of course he's not gonna drink alcohol from this kid. He's gonna wait until, oh my gosh. I feel like he would drink all those beers. Are you? Okay, no? I'm gonna have him come grab a can and then can I put these in his inventory? No? Oh, I can. I want to have him put it in his inventory. And then after that, I'll have him come get this, what is this? Steamed rice. Oh, Neil should go in for his well visit. Barbara should go for a visit to her doctor for a well visit, and I'm pretty sure Seth has the same thing. Yeah. Seth has the same thing. Wait, what? Oh, gynecologist. Okay, what was that? Um, Seth is drinking his beer, and I'm pretty sure they just put those in his inventory. I think he did. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have him keep these in his inventory. And do they expire? Okay, they don't. Perfect. So I'm gonna have him keep them in the inventory to like see like kind of like a secretive like kind of thing. Barbara, I'm gonna put this in her inventory because Barbara does like to knit. And hopefully finish drinking this before Barbara comes back in, because if Barbara sees him drinking this, she will get very angry. Because he did promise Barbara and Seth that he would try to stop drinking and he would stop drinking. Um, she's sweating. A fire? Wait, where? Where? Hello? A fire in his room? Come on now. Come on, Neil. I feel like Neil would run out and just leave it. I feel like he would run here and then he would leave Barbara to do all the work, which of course she is going to extinguish that. How did he start a fire? By just doing an experiment. Oh, poor Seth. He's scared. Oh. He probably be like, Mom, I didn't mean to. Mom, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Mom. You know, he's probably gonna freak out and think that he's gonna get in a bunch of trouble, but I feel like she would come here and comfort him and hug him and be like, yeah, it's okay, babe. You know, don't worry. Yeah. Hug lovingly. And then maybe I like that one pop-up that came up where it said express love. I'm gonna have her express love like, oh baby, I always love you, even if you do make little small mistakes like that. It's totally fine. And I have her replace this because of course I still want him to have his toys and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna have her come outside and express her love and give her baby a hug. And like I said, Barbara does want more kids. It's just her dilemma doesn't allow her to have kids, you know? Being with Neil reminds her of the fact that she doesn't want kids with him, you know? She wants to make things work, but if it were up to her, she would not have kids again. Especially with the fact that his addiction did start after she had Seth. So she went through postpartum alone. She basically raised Seth alone until he got to the stage he's at now, which he's about 9 years old. So, oh, look at him talking. Like, Mom, I only started that fire only started because I accidentally used the wrong thing. I didn't mean to. And she's probably like, it's okay, babes. You know, Mom will always love you. Don't worry about it. You know, I'll always come save you if you ever need it. You know, I'm your mother. That's what I'm gonna do. Actually, before she goes to bed and decides to go sleep, I'm gonna have her come take a shower. So I don't woohoo with Neil. That has never happened, and it has never happened in a while. I'm gonna have her take a shower. Actually, I feel like Barbara is the type of person to sing in the shower. I feel like she's a singer when she's in the shower. So I'm gonna have her come take a shower. And then, did Seth already do his homework? Oh, he did. Okay, good. Shut up, Neil. Who cares? He's probably trying to play it off like he sees Barbara walking by, and he's probably like, "Oh yeah, I'm not drunk. I didn't just drink a beer. I definitely didn't do that." I feel like he would also come out here and sit on the porch and smoke a cigarette. He also did promise her that he would stop smoking, but he has yet to do it. And one thing about Neil, he does fall through on his promises, which, what can you expect from somebody who is an addict? And after that, Mama can use the bathroom. And for those who are wondering, this is the relationship panel as far as of right now. Of course, we have Neil. The relationship and friendship part isn't that high. He is childish. He's a slob, and he's hot-headed. This is April, which is Neil's mother. This is Eddie, her father. Josephine, her mother, and Stefan, which may be a little love interest for her. They both have the same marital problems, which is, I think, is why they got on so good and why they have a romance bar. They both confided in each other about their relationship and marital issues, the fact that, neither of them really are intimate with their spouses, and the fact that Stefan has to manage his kids, but also deal with the fact him and his wife don't really see eye to eye like that most of the time when it comes to him and his kids and his job. Oh, look at little Seth when he's by himself. It's so cute. And there's Neil smoking a cigarette outside. I'm gonna have her go to sleep. And ooh, I kind of want to make drama real quick. Hold on, guys. I kind of want to make a little bit of drama. Let's just imagine he's still out on the porch. And he comes to talk to this girl. Can I not do an interaction with her? I can't. Dang, that sucks. What if I reset her? Then can I? I kind of want to get a little bit drama. Where'd she go? Oh, she's right here. If I reset her, then can I do an introduction? Oh, she's a teen. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, yeah, you can go to sleep then. Go ahead and go to bed. I'm gonna cheat his hunger up a little bit while he's sleeping, just because I don't want him to starve to death while he is sleeping. And they're both just gonna sleep. Look, they don't really. I have the bed cuddle in my game animation, but they don't cuddle. They don't. And I feel like that shows how much intimacy they have left in their relationship. The fact that they used to cuddle, before she got pregnant, even while she was pregnant, and now that Seth is here, they haven't cuddled since. So, I'm just gonna speed up the time. Wait, is Barbara awake? Why did it say she's awake? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, guys. Did they cuddle? Oh, but it's Barbara cuddling him. So I feel like she probably made a big deal out of it. It was like, just come on, let me do this one thing. You haven't hugged me or kissed me all day. I just feel like this would just show me that, at least you still care. And I feel like she still has her sad moodlet. So, something's not right. The horrible feeling that the love of your life is on something. So I feel like Barbara knows, like, oh, you did drink, you did indeed smoke a cigarette, you did all the things you promised you told me you wouldn't do, but you still did it. Oh, why is Seth awake? Oh, because he's hungry. Okay, I'm gonna have him eat, and then I'm gonna have him go right back to bed because I think he does have school in the morning. Does he? Oh no, he's on vacation. I forgot. It is summer break. So, yeah. So Barbara does know that Neil is drunk and maybe has had a cigarette. And Neil, he does promise and all that stuff, but Barbara has also asked him to go to rehab just for their son. See, look, he even left the beer can. So I feel like when she wakes up, she'll see this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have her wake up real quick, like, is Seth in bed yet? She probably heard Seth and then realized he went back to bed. So I feel like I would have her wake up and then go here. Hold on, girl. I gotta get the drama. I'm sorry. Go here. Aaron thought Barbara has enjoyed living where she is, but feels like it might be the time to think about moving somewhere else. You literally just moved here, technically not even a month ago. You only been here for a few weeks. Girl, you don't need to move. So I feel like she'd be like, oh, why set up? And then come out here and see that the beer can is on the table. So I feel like she would sit there like, she's like, oh God, I hope Seth's not around to see this. Like, and Seth probably already did see it. I'm just gonna pretend that she came over here and threw it in the trash and tried to hide it under all the rest of the trash, but he's also gonna clean up after Seth in the bowl he left on the table. In the intro, I think the house in this intro that I gave you guys, the house is updated differently from what it looks like right now. Just because I did film this way before I filmed the intro, so we are taking a blast in the past, but it's whatever. So yeah, I feel like after that, she would just sit there and think about things and probably just be like, wow, how can you promise something would be so deceitful about it, you know? So I feel like after that, what does she want to do? Praise Zippy? What is Zippy doing? Oh, she's sitting outside on the bench. Okay, I'm not gonna have her praise Zippy. I feel like right now she would just sit here and nap on the couch after that. I feel like after that she wouldn't want to sleep with him. You know, he failed his promise. He couldn't do just one simple thing. And I feel like she would think to herself, like, oh, he doesn't deserve to, you know, have that intimacy of sleeping with me. I thought he was gonna hold his promise, you know? So I'm gonna have her sleep right here on the couch for the rest of the night. I'm gonna speed up time, of course. And after this, I do want to have her go out, maybe make some friends and whatnot. I don't know yet though. They are on a vacation, so I don't know yet what I want to do with her. I feel like maybe before she goes out, she'll probably want to clean up all this movie stuff. Maybe clean up the mess from the fire. Um, yeah, we're gonna vacuum. After that, we're gonna I clean the floor now. Oh yeah, clean the floor. So yeah, I feel like she would do all of those things. I feel like after that, she would just be disappointed in Neil. Just in the fact that, of course, he promised his child and his wife that he would stop drinking and smoking. See, look, is that a hangover? He's hungover from drinking. And then he wants, oh, he's addicted to nicotine. He's hungry. He's feeling angry, of course, when he's not. He's craving tobacco. So I feel like the first thing we'll probably do is maybe sit on this bed and just have a cigarette. Maybe he just feels like, you know, Barbara's not available with me, obviously. She found out. I feel like he would feel guilty by that point. I feel like he would have guilty. So look, she just walked right past him. He didn't even look at him. So I feel like she is ashamed. She is disappointed in it. Oh my god, her arms are so hairy. I might have her come in here and shave her arms. But I feel like she would just be so disappointed and angry with Neil. She didn't even look at him when she walked right past him. He looked at her, but she didn't look at him. So I feel like that's something serious when, you know, your partner doesn't even look at you because they're just that disgusted with you and disappointed in you. It is 4:24 a.m., which is pretty early. What is Neil doing? Oh, at least he went and go took out the trash. That's very sweet of him, actually. At least he could do that one little small thing, but he can't stop drinking alcohol. Oh, okay. Beggars can't be choosers. So he's gonna come in here and have a cigarette. Wow, of course, Barbara is still shaving, and she's gonna finish cleaning up the little, like, I guess it's ash pile. Oh, look at her outfit. She's so cute. I love her outfit. I hope it doesn't wake up Seth, the fact that she's vacuuming. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't want Seth to wake up. And of course, there is hints of yellow everywhere in this house because that is her favorite color, of course. Of course, she's gonna have that hint of yellow within her home. Like, look at these curtains that have the hints of yellow for her. I try to incorporate everyone's style, but I just really wanted to be about her because Neil isn't the type of person to care that much. So I wanted to just give her the character she needs. So, what my plan is for today, let's look at the calendar actually. There's no holidays coming up. Today is football. Yeah, there's no holidays coming up. I'm gonna add holidays within the calendar after this recording, but there is no holidays coming up. I saw Love Day. When is Love Day? Love Day is a while from now. I might move that up in the calendar because I want to see if Neil does do anything for Barbara. So hopefully he does, because once I move it up, I do want to see him do something. Or maybe I might add a holiday, not necessarily Love Day, but like date night. You know, where all couples go out annually and go on a date. There's gonna be intimate. Maybe they can have a small little intimate moment with each other, and maybe take Seth to his grandparents' house, preferably Josephine and Eddie. April isn't really involved with her grandson like that. What's it called? Neil and his family aren't really family oriented, but he was close with his dad. his mom, he's close with his mom now, of course, because grief brought them together. But wait, why did I just exit out? Of course, I didn't need to get something to eat. But because grief brought them together, but his dad had his own issues, and he does hold a lot of trauma and resentment towards his dad from just one dying, and also him not getting the chance to just air his dad out the way he wanted to before he passed away. Um, his dad did traumatize him a little bit. Oh, he came out here to eat with Skippy. That's so cute. His dad did traumatize him and give him a hard time a little bit, but I feel like he tries to be a better version of his dad, but fails horribly due to the fact that he is in an addiction, you know? So his dad was an alcoholic also, but he was an alcoholic, and then he was a very distant man once he got sober, but also with him being an alcoholic, he did abuse Neil and his mother, which when you see his mother, you'll see that she is gloomy. Her traits are very gloomy and feeling oriented and generous. So I know that generous and gloomy do not really mishmash together, but in my head, the generous part is she does try to get over it. She is very, I wouldn't say she's very depressed, but she is still depressed about the trauma her ex-husband put her through, and she is almost in her final days. So I do want Seth to visit her a few last times before she does pass away. And I know it doesn't say any sentiments here, but Barbara does hold a grudge against Neil's mother due to the fact that she does just enable his behavior. Neil's always been a mama's boy, of course, you know, especially with her dad. His dad being abusive and an alcoholic. She's always been a mama's boy, just like how Barbara is with Scott, but Seth. Barbara is more healthier about it with Seth. You know, she gives him his distance, his time, and lets him be him. But with Neil's mother, she was controlling and very, I guess you can say, always wanting to know what was going on in Seth's life and trying to tell him what to do about certain things and how to react to certain things. And, you know, Barbara does not want that kind of relationship with Seth due to the fact that she just doesn't want Seth to end up like his father. She doesn't have any grudge against Seth, but he is a good dad to some extent, but the way he treats his addiction and Barbara when he gets angry or just anything near that type of action or behavior, she doesn't appreciate it. So she just wouldn't want Seth to end up being like his father, of course. Ellio's over here watching TV. That's so cute to me. Like I said, what's she doing now? Knit. Oh, she wants to knit. I love that for her. So as of right now, I want her to just enjoy being a mother more so not being a wife. Like, I don't know if I said that right. I want her to be more of a mother than she is a wife. I feel like she's more focused on Seth than she is Neil. To the fact she feels like Neil's just another child. You know? I'm gonna actually have Neil, where's Zippy at? She's just laying on the front porch. I'm gonna have Neil come take Zippy out for a run because she does like to run and go on walks. So I am gonna have him go on a walk with her, go for a jog actually. No, we're not gonna go for a jog. I'm gonna go for a short walk when it's already too late. Like, see, he's angry from being angry at Barbara still for the way she reacted about him cheating, which honestly in my mind it wasn't as much as she should have reacted. She cried, she raged about it, but she didn't really go all out to say, tell me who's this woman, what are you doing, get the fuck out my house, anything like that. She didn't do that. She just said, be a good father. I know you can't be a good husband to me right now, but just be a good father. She tries not to hold that against Neil due to the fact she just wants Seth to have a good two-parent life. And of course, you can always have a two-parent life with co-parenting, but she just wants to have both of the parents in the household for Seth because Neil didn't have that. His dad was always walking out on them, disappearing and coming back in the weird, oddest times of night. And she just doesn't want that for Seth. She wants him to know that his parents can be together without them always fighting or being alcoholics or just anything like that. Um, but Barbara has never really done drugs or anything like that. See, look, Seth just came in. He only comes to talk to his mom when his dad's not around. I notice that a lot, which I hate that for him because maybe he's like, you should leave dad. And he doesn't want his father to hear that. So, of course, the one time he did let his father hear that, it backlashed in his face and his father went off on him and told him off. And Barbara had to fight his father just for, him to go more easier on Seth. He says Seth was, not that strong, weak, toxic mentality mindset against Seth, but Barbara doesn't care what Seth is like. She just wants him to be himself. And I feel like this is such a good parallel. Like she just sees herself in her little baby. Like that's such a cute little parallel. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. It's so adorable to me. Um, but yeah, she just wants Seth to find himself and be himself. She doesn't care how he acts or what he does and if he's strong enough or he's compassionate enough. She wants him to be what he wants him to be until it's to the point where she thinks it's wrong. There's Neil's little dingy ass outside running in with Zippy, but I always find it so cute when he comes to talk with his mom when his dad's gone. Maybe he's like, "Oh, mom, I want new furniture in my room, maybe a new dresser." You know, the dresser in my room is actually from her parents' house. This is her mom's old wardrobe that she had, and she just gave it to Seth once they moved into this house. And we just asking like, can I get some new furniture in my room? I would like more space, but right now this is all the space they can afford. And I hate that. But we can always ask for a loan from her parents, but I choose not to because I feel like Barbara would have too much pride too. But she is open with her parents about her struggles. Her parents do know that her and Neil aren't the best relationship. She just wants to make it work for her baby. And they respect that. It's just the fact they want her to at least do a bit better than Neil. And if not for herself, then owe it to Seth to get him a more responsible, compassionate dad. Just look at him. He's cute. I love him. Oh my god. Ew. Dude. Go take a shower. No, go take a shower. Don't go skate around. Go take a shower. You can't go home and go take a shower? I'm confused. Go home and go take a shower. That's disgusting. You should not be walking around smelling like that. Ugh. He is also a slob, so that also makes him a bit more dirtier, but oh, look at Seth taking out the trash. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, why can't Neil be more like Seth? Seth is super responsible and clean, and then there's just Neil. He's a slob. He leaves his beer cans everywhere, his cigarette butts everywhere. Um, and Seth, he didn't always wasn't always around that. He just recently got around that type of environment with Neil, just because he realized like he's leaving the cigarette butts everywhere. Barbara went out and bought him an ashtray. I guess it's kind of enabling his behavior. But Seth did used to clean up his father's buds, and I heard you became friends with April Scott. She's pretty cool. Oh, Stefan texting. That's so cute. Um, she wants to chat. He's chatting with Seth. That's so cute. I feel like he's probably like, "Oh, mom, I hope your knitting is going good." What do you mean? Maybe like she's. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I can only think of the reason why that bubble popped up where he, doesn't want his mom or doesn't like his mom right now is maybe the fact that he's talking about his dad. Like, you should, take a break from him, leave him, and just take some time for yourself. And I feel like anyone who knows who grew up in that type of household, you're more self-aware of your surroundings than other people think you are. And I feel like Seth is very aware of his environment and his surroundings, and he wants his mom to just leave his dad. And if not leave, just take a break for herself and find herself within that break. And she's just like, it looks like she's winking at him, like, oh yeah, I'll leave him. Wink, wink, I'll take a break. I'll find myself. Um, and I feel like it's the only reason he could, have his mom X'd out in his mind right now is the fact that she's not leaving or taking his advice. She's like, oh, we could have so much more money if you just left dad. We could be so much more financially stable. Or we can ask from grandma and uncle or, you know, papa for money. Because he does have an uncle. Um, it's just not in the relationship panel because I did make him outside of cast, but he does have an uncle. So Barbara has all these villagers behind her. She's just not using it. She thinks she can fix everything by herself, which is another problem within it herself. Um, let's see what she knitted. What is it? A perfect poof. Oh my god, Barbara. That is so pretty. Let's let one Plopsy. Oh, she said as soon as Neil walked in, she got sad. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad for her. What are you doing to Seth? Oh, okay. He's like, you been playing on your games on your computer or what? It's like, yeah, Dad, I've been using it, it's been fun. But I mostly like to focus on, reading in my bed and doing school. He's telling him a joke. Oh, a career. Maybe he's like, oh yeah, that's what I do at work. Maybe he's lying to him like, oh yeah, I ride dirt bikes, I work on bikes. I make really good money. And he just, that's probably just in his head like, no, you don't. I'm gonna go play my games though. Oh, she's crying in the bed. I feel like right now she just is sad. It got over her that she's sad because Neil just walked in. Maybe she's like reminding herself like he was smoking and drinking last night. Like she definitely feels that resentment. So I feel like that would be the only reason she'd be sad right now is because she's reminding herself like, oh, Neil was drinking last night. Neil was smoking last night. I could smell it on him. Oh my god, I just had to sneeze so bad, excuse me. But she could, smell it when they were sleeping together. Maybe that's probably why she's got sad, excuse me. Um, so yeah, I feel like that is really why she was just crying. And she probably didn't want Seth to see, so that's probably why she went into the room and hid under the bed. After Neil is done showering, I do want her to come after and clean up after him. Oh my gosh. Sippy. Okay. I'm gonna have her come eat. After she does her French toast, I'm gonna do the laundry and add to washing machine. And after she's doing that, I'm gonna have her mop up this mess. And then maybe it's only 9:33 a.m. Maybe I'll have Seth take Zippy to the groomers to get cleaned because she is pretty dirty. Pet care activities, Zippy, of course. Let's send her to where would pet parlor pampering and some extra attention. Maybe the parlor, maybe that will help her get cleaned. I don't know. I haven't really played with the pet care mod before, but hopefully that will help. Where is he at? Try to calm down. Maybe he's trying to calm down because he doesn't want to go off on his bike again. Because he did do it in front of Seth last time. And I feel like now he's just trying to, work on himself, which is also a good start to, getting better and getting over his addiction. I haven't washed laundry real quick. Oh my god. Okay. And also another subliminal thing I wanted to add, this little lighthouse. Like I said, he is from Tartosa and he did live on the seaside, so I feel like that would be the only thing to remind him of his home. And yeah, I feel like he has that to remind him like I came from there, if I could be a good human being back then, I can do it now, I'm a dad now. So I feel like I want to maybe end this episode right here. And I know it is kind of discombobulated due to the fact that I did mess up my recording a little bit. In the introduction, of course, the house did look a little bit different, which is because I did film this way before I did the introduction to the video. So, yeah, I will put the house back to normal the way it was when we started this video, but I want to thank you guys for watching and coming along with this little introduction of the Scots. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe, like, and leave in the comments what you think about this so far and what you learned about these Sims. And I hope you guys have a good night, afternoon, or day wherever you are. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.